have Mr. Hamid from Linden, come far for link with London Jill. Enough respect on his uncle. Visually impaired, so respect on his uncle.
Hey, greetings, greetings.
Yeah. Well, he grew up in a home with his mother and his father, and early inspiration come from his father playing vintage reggae, dancehall music like Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, Bonnie Wheeler. Them I grew up listening.
Yeah, man. For them, there's real music, the music that never dies. That was live.
Yeah, so his primary school days, his secondary school period was very more frequent. Had made attempt his craft, gracing the stage throughout Guyana, blending vintage dancehall songs he created in his quiet time, bringing a large favorable response from the crowd as he performed. A little fumble with the reading there, but the main thing is getting you to know Mr. Ahmed. You understand? The main thing is getting you to know Mr. Ahmed. Mr. Ahmed is visually impaired. He's also this month is also
Blindness awareness.
Blindness Awareness Month. I hear to be radio, but
She wanted to hear it for the artist's mouth, isn't it?
yeah. May month is designated as the month of Healthy Vision Awareness Month. And today on Blunt and Chill, we have a Calypso soca artist who is visually impaired. All the way from Linden Town as none other than Admin Brinton, aka Vybes Diplomat.
Yeah, I know. It's been an honor to have me in this program because let me tell you, I've been traveling across the whole of Guyana, length and breadth to all the different regions and things.
So,
But, this is a favor that I would always be appreciated by any standard, any me, because if you guys can acknowledge me despite of my impairment, this means that it's a very inclusive program,
yeah.
right? Wanting for a better word. It's very inclusive. And I'm asking the public to always support these guys, right? Because, they expose things, they bring things, don't worry with the name Blunt and Chill, right? Sometimes we got to hear name that real pushy, real hard, real tough. But the thing is that you need to consider the content.
Yeah.
That is one of the most important things.
What inspire you to do I noticed you went to the Calypso competition.
Um, I try everything. Like I always believe in it. You try and fail. But my strong point is vintage dancehall and reggae music. I wrote a lot of dancehall and reggae music. Um, throughout my childhood, some regard, some is not the best regarded. Not by me, I'm not a fault of, I'm going to say it bluntly, we have, in Ghana, we have two sets of musicians. We have the engineers and we have the interfere. And they got some of them, got to fear.
You got to fear. Engineer, interfere, and some you got to fear. I like the uncle, I like
It's
that.
all about the money. They don't care about your success.
Right.
They don't care about your success. All they need is the money. You give them the money, they give you something on the flash drive and listen to call it music.
Right.
That if you want to develop a great industry, then you got to care about every facet in that industry.
Yeah, right now we are Sweet Elegance, and this is really food is look like. See? Yeah. This is really food is look like. Anyway, let me get back to the question. So that it ever like come across in my life the difficulties of music, especially being visually impaired.
Um, I must make that we should take note of this. Anything in life without challenge is unworthy.
So it's
Very much unworthy to try or unworthy to do because you don't have value for that thing. And this is why I'm saying some of us as musicians, and we have the engineer, the interference, some we got to fear. Because they don't think about the challenges you get to make your money. They don't think about the long hours you spent to rehearse a song. They don't think they don't think through this whole thing and think about what where you want to go.
So,
Right? Because if they had a vision, right, they see the colors of the world. But it's definitely some of them don't have a vision. Because if they have a vision, they were thinking 10 years from now, what
yeah,
would you
yeah,
like to see Guyana music industry look like?
yeah, yeah.
Do you want to see some Bob Marley's? Do
Yeah.
you want to see Peter Tosh? Do you want to see Whitney Houston and all these people, Mayor Jackson and all of them, Patti LaBelle? Do you want to see some young ones spring from Guyana?
Yeah.
I said enough respect to the Jamaicans because you know what?
One hand and make it
The
happen.
whole one head and make it happen. Even the Bajans and the Trinidadians.
Yeah, doing it.
Why we as Guyanese can't adapt this pattern? That's the only way thing works. Music is like a building block. It's like a house. You have the foundation, you have the walls, you have the column, you have the stairway and everything. You think about it. If everything is separated, is it a house?
No. Just
No,
materials.
it's just material. Guyana, we have materials,
Yeah.
but we don't
Put it
have
together.
to build it.
Thanks very much. Very much. Mr. Ahmed, the next question I want to ask you is how the lack of your sight is affect your vision towards music?
No way. No
So in a
shit.
good way, affecting me bad, it means
I
good.
understand what you say, right? In no shape or form. I can safely say.
Because you tell me earlier, right, and it stick in my head that a lot of people got sight, but they make a vision.
This is exactly what I'm going to say to you.
Yeah.
This is why it can't bug me or there's no effect on it. Because, like I said earlier, it's like a building. You have to get all the materials and you put it together so it becomes a building. So now, as an artist, you have to get the script, you have to get everything, you get a track, you get the vibes, and you put it together, it becomes a song, become a product,
Yeah.
right? That don't have nothing to do with your vision. The only thing with your vision, the only part your vision plays in there is where you want to see yourself a few years from now.
Good.
And that is what lacking in our music industry. Right? And that's one of the purpose make I leave music and become an academic. Because I know it is tough in there. It is tough. It's real tough because the copyright laws is not there and the intellectual property rights is not there and all of these things. But do you ask some of the key players, this is the engineer I'm speaking of,
Yeah.
if they're considering all of these challenges we face? Let us become one body and get this thing right. So you can see music. I don't mind if some of us music playing get banned in the ear. All it does, it make you get more popular.
Yeah, yeah, give recognition.
They give you more relevance. Okay, I believe in writing tough and controversial music.
I believe in that. I know you have to tell God this food is bad. This food is bad. I can just eat it and forgetting what Anyway, you know, being a musician artist is a part of being creative.
Yeah, man.
And a creative person, we just don't create one thing. Tell me what other creative field you in, like music.
I wrote music, I wrote poetry, all of these things. I do a number of things. But before I answer that question definitively, let me say this. And this is to Guyanese public. Persons see your disability before they see the individual.
I did, yeah.
So even before you apply, you've been judged. You've been judged. And disability doesn't mean inability. Because some persons who have disability function even better than
Yep.
some of the persons who have disability, who don't have disability.
As you was telling me earlier, you may say, but you try your best, bro. Maintain certain peace within yourself. With certain people with sight is don't even appreciate him. That's
Because in that case, you have to define yourself. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you want society to see you as.
right.
It's not how society see you, it's how you want society to see you.
How you want them to see you.
Yeah.
So if you some of your academics achievements, no, all the time we know you're doing music, but we know what other field you go in.
Um, I guess person was a listener or speak already, and I wrote my CNC. I got 7,
So
and all are grade 1s and 2. Right, all are grade 1s and 2. Subsequently, I even go to the University of Ghana, where I get a diploma first in public communication, and then I get a bachelor's degree, and currently I'm doing my master's. And very soon, I will do my PhD,
masters in what?
master's in strategic communication.
Strategic communication. Okay, okay. Next question I want to ask you is a little, not my very important question, but
No, be afraid. Like I always say, right? And I live by this. Is that if you don't ask,
you can't
you
do
don't know. If you don't try,
You can't
you
do
can't know whether you fail or you pass.
Right, yeah.
So,
What you want visually impaired?
um, that's a relevant question. I guess to everybody who wants to know that,
Mm-hmm.
right? As a child growing up, um, I read this is what I learned from my parents because this was at a tender age. I was diagnosed with glaucoma, and my parents tried their best. May Allah peace be upon them in the grave. I hope there's someone in heaven looking on me, and I'm proud to see what their son is doing today. They tried their best to get things worked. Subsequently, I was I went to London where I did a surgery,
Right.
and I had it wasn't 20/20 vision, but it was reasonable. But I was told that this condition is progressive, and one day this will come. Right? Even though I was on the 10 days, I was prepared. My mouth. Because one of the things that give you preparedness as a person with a disability is your environment and this your support base. So I had that support base from both families and friends. So tell now me some of them guys are still friends. I must say big up to Weekland. If you can see this program, I know I must call your name, brother.
Right.
That's my brother from another mother.
It's there for you all the time.
All the time,
Right,
thick and thin, rains or shine. Right? So they still have loyal people around.
Right.
And on our circle. Right? Who named Dinka, don't feel like I forget you. But we all are special in our own way. They said it was progressive, and in my primary school days, now entering high school, this is what happened. But one thing I am very grateful, my mother and father did not say stay home from school.
Right.
They pushed to the level and they said, if you have to go in class and be a vocal student without writing, you wouldn't go. Because at the end of the day, you will learn something.
Yeah.
And I wish that
Why in your vocal?
yeah, I wish that every parent who have a child with disability, regardless of what, take that same stand.
Right.
Yeah, I was taught several times in school and all, but that didn't make me less of a man. It just make me monster.
Most child on the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we are shooting the gun. It's chicken, it tastes like chicken, it tastes like sweet, it's chicken, nice bad, it's food, nice bad. And here always walk on sweet the gun. When you come and you're waiting, you get free garlic bread. That's why you just gotta come in, your private rooms if you don't want nobody see you. Talk away with you don't know. Talk away. So yeah, big up to Sweet Gun for sponsoring the food, for sponsoring the facility. You understand? Yeah, enough respect. On Albert Street, soon as you turn off South Road, second building. You understand? Yeah. You say you do a lot of reggae and dance and music, right?
Yeah, that's my strong point.
How how you how you see people accepting your music as you put it out?
Um, my lyrics has been well accepted. some of my lyrics become quotes to
Right.
some people. They use it as quote. So I know I'm relevant to society.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know if they can produce my music, but I always get a chance. I must say big up to IQ. IQ, that's my brother from another mother, and that's my current producer. And trust me, we have big things coming. Big things coming.
Big up like you.
Some people get a run for the money.
I like you.
Yeah, man. IQ is great, you know. IQ is great. Right? And I always remember one thing he said to me. He said, "Where were you all this time?" And I was like, "I'm here. I'm alive with girl and kick it."
Hi.
So he said, "But you were in the shadow." I said, "Listen,
Type everything.
it's a time for everything." And let me tell you, brother, I am that candle in that dark room. So it's my time to shine. I'm going to make myself relevant. I know it's not going to happen overnight,
Yeah.
but it is coming.
You walk in.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm working.
Yeah. Other than singing, songwriting, poetry, got any other thing you do for pastime? Like little cricket, whatnot, whatnot.
I'm a national blind cricketer. Let me tell you this.
I had the nail funny right spot.
And the only reason I'm here doing this program now because I refuse the tour that the guys are currently on
Yeah.
because of academic
I
reasons.
see. Can finish off. We start first.
Yeah, because of academic reasons. I have made a maiden team from in Guyana National Bank Cricket in 2006. I've been there and I did several tours as a blind cricketer. And after I started to think about my academic journey, I said, I remember a night I get away. Like music bad, you know, get away. When I get away, my father came and he looking for me. And then guys did not tell me coming. Right? But like he took them by surprise as well. So when he caught me, he said, "Here, you gotta go home, let's go." And he said to me, "My child, I know you love music. You're a very smart guy, you know, but you have a choice between music and academics." And in that same breath, he said you don't have a choice. Academics come first because if those who have sight, they're not getting fulfilling jobs, they're not getting to live the way they choose to, much more you who live with a disadvantage. And that's stick with me. So I could have gone and played cricket. Yes, I know. I represent my country. It's been an honor to do that. But still, self-preservation comes first.
So important. So, cricket, other than music.
Yeah, man. And then for a lot of things I do, I do promotion as well.
So,
As it is, in the commemoration of independence, sorry, not independence.
Blindness Awareness Month.
Oh, what am I saying? I'm my thoughts all over the place now. Of emancipation,
Yeah.
right? In commemoration of emancipation, we have a program coming up, right? Where we are all involved. And could you imagine, we is going to be the first person to introduce Banks Vibes in the streets.
Banks Vibes in the street.
Yeah. Everybody know about Guinness in the streets. Now we're doing Banks Vibes in the streets.
This one.
It's a street party where a person you come out and you have fun, but everything bangs. I'm a Guyanese, I'm a pure Guyanese, sheer Guyanese, patriotic Guyanese. I name Guyanese, you know. So it's all about Banks Vibes in the street. I must say big up to the management and staff of Banks VIH. You know, Linden Branch always give me a go and they said, "We will work with you." Because they never encounter any problem or trouble. I must big up Sean Grant and Omari Garden. You know, these guys really doing an amazing job for Banks VIH in Linden.
Right. So, into promoting.
Yeah.
So we are coming in to support you.
Yeah, coming in them, man. Then is it? Easter Monday, we had the big Easter cool out, which was which was a success.
So
Yes,
from Linden, you come to town. So how you get by navigating? You use taxi.
um, I use public transportation primarily to do a lot of things because I ain't a millionaire. I don't have a car.
No, but how you
um, I believe in my own independence.
okay.
I believe in my independence, and because I believe in my independence, I try to do everything on my own. So could you imagine living in Linden
Mm-hmm.
as a former teacher? I forgot to mention that. As a former teacher, going to
Okay.
teaching and studying at the same time, leaving work at 11 o'clock and have to meet on campus for
Mm-hmm.
4 o'clock in the evening. I did it.
I did it.
Yeah. And if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Right? It's just your will and you're on top of the game.
Yeah.
Your perseverance, your determination, and you're on top of the game. The body can't hold you.
At what age you decide well you know music and you would like to venture off into music professionally?
Since I was like 16,
Before 16 years old.
I started playing tennis cup band, start knocking
Yeah,
tennis
yeah.
cup band and all them kind of thing.
Okay.
Singing songs like redemption songs and all of them kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I always got the people in the street amazed, everybody coming out and listen. And say, wow, these guys got great future. Right? But unfortunately, you know, again, how some of us think. Right? Now, after then I ended up going on stage with some big ones, crushing them. I said, yo, I'm the real deal. You see the world, but I feel the people. Don't worry with me because I'm disabled.
Still vibrating.
Yeah.
So, music, right? To me, music is bring peace to me.
It's a therapy.
Yeah. This one I'm going to ask. So, what music is good for you? Because when I'm doing music, I used to forget about everything.
Yeah, I forgot about the world around me. I just think about the relevant and
Yeah.
topics I wanted to write on, what I'm thinking of. And it's a therapy. All music does is make me great.
Yeah.
And I feel great. You know what it is? You can pull a few notes and you can serenade people.
Yeah.
Make them feel that
Release the stress.
you're right, release the stress, make them feel it in you. Right? Make them feel it in you. You can transform the world into something great. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
The only thing I regret onto this moment, and I can't stop talking, I wrote a song for a 16-year, no, she was about 13, about 30, 12, 13. I wrote a song that was about abuse. She did it, got first, and subsequently the abuse continued, she killed herself. I always remember that song.
Oh, sure.
I always remember her. And Mr. Shauna, I know you somewhere up in heaven, you know, may your soul rest in peace. Sir, I mean, would always remember you.
What school you used to teach and subject?
I taught at primary school. Primary school don't have subject area. You do everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once you teach, you can teach everything.
Yeah, everything. You just gotta class, but then I went inside a special unit. Right? So you teach everything. But one of the things I taught, when I had a teacher that was teach was music.
You teach music in school.
Yeah, I taught music.
And it's with school, isn't it?
Right, Wisdom Primary School.
It's more.
And I was I am fortunate. I am fortunate to be. I'm a product of the school, and when I can give my service to that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. This is a real blessing having the privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, to go back and exercise your knowledge, especially where you come from. So, how it is doing music in Linden and then You have come to town or you be in town when you're doing your music?
I do have my composition in Linda, in the comfort of my home, but for the recordings, I travel from Linden to Georgetown. And here's days where I go meet my brother. So I must big up Alabama as well. That's one of my friend. That's my great
Yeah,
friend
yeah,
as
Alabama
well.
good.
Yeah, that's one of my great friend, brother from another mother as well.
It's some good people you call here, man.
Yeah, man, this is my brother from another mother, a brother from another mother, you know, and everything great same way. So respect and manners for you, my brother,
Yeah.
and even first lady, just respect for you, Mona. Can't forget you, my sister.
So, you know, that a lot of, I don't want to say visually impaired, but you know, you got a lot of disabled people would like to do music, would like to do cricket, would like to know how you visually impaired and still achieving your academics. Understand? So I would like for you to give them a word of advice, how to go forward, especially young generation, where you really got the push.
I want to ask you a personal question
Yeah.
before I answer that question.
No problem.
If you wanted to change your clothes, how you does it?
Me?
Who make that decision?
You gotta know well this man, so you gotta go change your being.
I'm not looking for that. I'm saying to you,
You gotta change
if
your
you
own clothes.
know you want to change your clothes and dress in a certain way, who make that decision?
You gotta make a decision.
Is it your wife, your wife, your mother, your sister, or anybody? No,
Okay, okay.
it is you. If you want elevation and you want changes to come, you have to make that change as an individual
Yeah.
so you can be the beneficiary of that change. Even though we're glad to get a support this, but it's a personal thing.
Yeah,
And I'm saying this is not for persons, only for persons who lives with disability. I'm making a general statement. Because several persons I've heard sitting in corners, bars and all kind of thing. You know, we want changes and changes. Well, we can get changes, we can't do it, we can't. How could you get changes when you don't want to be a part of that change?
Yep.
So it has to be an individual thing. Right? I know I've been up in position I have to make critical decision. You know why? I want to see better for me. And I have to be a part of that before I can be the beneficiary of that.
That's a real. That's a real. You got to be responsible for the change if you want.
Exactly.
So going about you perform. You say going about pursuing your singing career. How has it been dealing with promoters, DJs, and these kind of different in the music industry? How has it been for you, visually impaired, dealing in the music industry?
I can safely say not great, but I know we will get there because first thing, Guyanese music, apart for some DJs, don't have much relevance. I know they're gonna want to come after me with this, but I'm saying it for what it is, right? I can't be a DJ and play 20 non-national music and playing half of national music. Make no sense. Make no sense. I'm a radio. I was I anchor. I was a radio anchor for 2 years as well. I host program.
You got a lot of things hidden in you. We gotta bring out slow. You try out everything one time slow.
I anchor programs on radio. Right. I host program. Right? Let me use a common word. I host program. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And my selector could have never stand beside me and said, this afternoon we are playing music and without one guy in his artist. I don't even play ring a roses, bucket full of posies or what have you.
Gotta play.
Guyanese got to play. Once it's radio friendly, it got to play on my program.
Yep.
Even if it's two, and I tell them, if you're playing soca, they have Guyanese music in that
All genre,
right?
Guyanese.
So whatever genre music we play,
Make sure you fit in Guyanese.
make sure you fit in Guyanese. Even when I'm DJing outside of a radio program, I know this one is gonna get people a little worried or wondering. I'm wondering to make you rethink. So you're gonna see me different after today. Even to when I'm DJing and I'm playing on the set, strike folk song, right? I told my selector, we are in a party, people are having fun. If you can dance to non-national, you could dance to national.
Yeah, man.
We just have to make it
Right.
right.
Make it work, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a little personal question now. Well, you don't know, you have a problem with no question. I see no ring for anything, you see you're married.
No.
Alright, you live in a single life. You get children.
What that? I'm single, ready to mingle, anything, one thing good.
Yeah, so cool, that is it. Yeah, so this is Mr. Amon,
Yeah,
aka
Vybes Diplomat, man.
yeah, this one of aka Vybes Diplomat. You understand? Look out for more music from Vybes Diplomat. This is what I can tell you. You understand? This is not the first time you meeting Vybes Diplomat. No, this is the first time you meeting him, sorry. But it now will be the last one.
Exactly.
You understand? It now will be the last one. So look out for polling platform for music from Vybes Diplomat and look out for Vybes Diplomat on the social platform. You understand? Right now we at Sweet Elegant. There's a private suit we there. You see when we lock in it, take off and thing like you can't see me. You see we there lock we eating some nice fried rice and thing. You know what I mean? Now respect to Uncle Ray, the owner of Sweet Elegant. We run Sweet Elegant. Yeah, although here right now, Sweet Elegant is Italian food, Dutch food, French food, you understand? English food. You don't know. And watch, don't forget, every Saturday, I want to see you packing up this place for karaoke. Now this time the place is done packed, so you know you gotta come early. You gotta come early for get your position where your spot. You understand with that Sweet Elegance right now? We have Mr. Vybes Diplomat. Come on, blunt and chill today. Well, we eating and chilling. We ain't blunting today. We eating and chilling. We eat and chill today. They eat and chill today. You see? You just smoke in the heat. So you don't know. Big up the Sweet Elegance and Mr. Vybes Diplomat was something.
Just an endorsement to this environment. If I can, from the time I walk through this door, I can feel the atmosphere is right. So, if you now dating, long dating, we talking about outdated.
We talking about outdated.
If you
It's trouble.
if you come and you know you need an atmosphere to sit down with the family and chill, I'm recommending this is the place to be.
This is it, right?
Yeah, this is the place to be. And the thing is, the staff they're very hospitable. So once you have enough hospitable staff, then you have the right environment.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry. And my brother is saying that if you have the private rooms, if you think that you're not too much of a public person, outdoor person, you can sit with your family. And the combination is relevant. You can get a family like 6 to 8 of you, mother and father and children.
Real space.
And you can sit down and you can chill, you can chit chat. If you're now dating and you think you can get a proposal, this is the right atmosphere. Nobody can know. And let me tell you, I didn't talk this one too hard, but I still want y'all here. If you're coming with your side chick, you can
I
come
hold
with
it
us
back
around.
for 10 times. I hold it back for 10 times. Yeah, so it's nice to get you on the show, Mr. Vybes Diplomat.
Yeah, it's been an
It's
honor.
real nice to get you on the show. And why it's nice to get you too, because it's nice for people to see that you ain't got to be, what I say, what's the right word, the right term you can use.
I can't tell you what to say. Like
You ain't got to be, nothing wrong with having a disability and still pursuing what you like.
Exactly.
This is the fundamental of Mr. Vybes Diplomat. Anybody with disability, don't let them hold you back in life. You understand? Don't let no disability hold you back, like as Uncle said. When you want changes, you gotta make the changes. You understand? For inherit from the changes. You
Yeah.
understand?
Don't
So
ever let nobody tell you can't.
yeah.
Don't ever let nobody. People told me I can't do a lot of things.
Right.
I know what? I prove them
Right.
wrong. And I'm asking everybody, Jamie, prove them wrong. If they say you're going to get yourself in trouble, tell them, no, getting yourself in trouble is not a problem. Get yourself in trouble for a just cause or
Red cast.
right? So you don't have to worry. When it, you know what person, oh, then you going to the club, you can get yourself in trouble. I said, I'm going to the club. I never get myself in trouble. It's for a just cause. You know what? I can't say what I want to say. But I'm going to dance with your baby all night and she's going to dance into my arms. Don't worry.
Don't worry. We not get trouble, we don't get nice time. So it's a Vybes Diplomat.
Yeah, man. All the
It was
time.
nice having a conversation with you, especially again I saying, especially highlighting the disability community. You understand?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Highlighting the and the next season of Blood Chill not gonna really be about artists alone. That's why I'm trying for artists, because the next season will be about, as you say, you're a cricketer. We want back to talk about. You understand?
You want me in a different capacity. As a man that wear many caps.
Cold. You understand? So we gonna get enough more other things we get planned cooking up. You understand?
Yeah.
So we really give thanks that you could be a part of this season of Blunt and Chill, whereby you could talk to people with disability and give them that encouragement.
Yeah, and just before we go,
Now,
yeah, I must mention that there are several disability organizations around Guyana, but there's a new one that's birthed at the 7th of September 2024. It's called Bridging the God First Sight Inc., which is an organization that's very inclusive. It caters for persons who live with disability across the board. Right? So whether you're amputee, whether you have mental disability or physical disability, you can be a part of the organization. And persons who live with disability as well, they can be a part of the organization too, because we cater for corporate members. Right? So let us be one family. Let us do this thing as Guyanese. So we have that building black, we have that product, we can see the succeed, see the success where everybody will benefit from it. Because let me tell you something, you can leave your house claiming that you're well able, you're not disabled. You might slip on a banana skin or something, whoop, you damage your leg. What happened? You become disabled.
Yep, just as simple.
You fell, you broke your hand. What happened? You become disabled. Right? And some injury are permanent. It's not temporary.
Yeah.
You have to live with it for the rest of your life. So, hence, you must support persons who live with disability because you don't
Not
know.
a choice. It's not a choice, neither.
Yeah, because you may not know what tomorrow brings for you in this crazy world. Because you see every day there's an accident, there's something,
Let
right?
me choose though.
Yeah, and then they didn't choose it. They never buy it from a store
No.
because it's not out there. Pretty sure if disability is selling at any store,
Nobody can buy
that person
who had
who
like
that
that
store
store.
would have run in the red, not only red, fire red.
So it was real nice having you up. You want to say something? Sorry for
So, to persons who are interested, they can find us on the Java webpage, Bridging the Site Africa Inc. You just like that, and you will get there. And I'm the liaison officer for Region 10, and you can contact me at 646-1900. And whatever assistance I can give, I will willingly give you or direct you where you can get such assistance.
Okay, well, Uncle, it was really nice. It was really a privilege having you here today, explaining to us the narratives and the how could I really put it? The ups and the downs that disabled people go through, and coming from experienced personnel like yourself, sharing the experience you go through, you still made it out. Get a lot to do with the listeners, especially this a bit disability listeners. You understand?
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Because I reach a lot of youths. I even reach DJs that got with name.
Disability.
Yeah, not disability, sight dysfunction.
Yeah.
You understand? I reach DJs and all these things that have sight dysfunction, but they don't know for go about. You understand?
Doing them thing.
They don't know how to go about to do the thing. So
Yeah.
this could open a lot of them eye that you just gotta keep seeking and you're reaching to the right set of people.
Exactly. You have to get that
You
determination.
gotta get a determination.
Because, I mean, it might sound like extending a program, but
No.
forgive me. I could remember going to play at this event, and it was Heritage Day, and the guys was booked. So the guy called me saying, "No, you gotta walk tonight." They said, "What? If I go in Heritage, I get a drink party, worry."
If you can walk.
I get a party. So when I go, and the crowd right up, the crowded, and the have a favorable crowd. You know, say, the guy said, "Listen, I don't care if you like it. You select the card here, you gotta go." When I go and I start walk, brother, the amount of people came to me and start taking photos, right? And they said no line, I ain't exaggerating.
Yeah.
Before the first 4 to 5 minutes that hour, he had like 2 cases of beer next to my foot. I can't even drink out of them. I gotta call them people and say, "Man,
Help you.
yeah, I collect this shit." Because they may tell me plain and straight, you're not going to the bar and spend no money. This is amazing. Right? This is amazing, and you're doing stupidness.
Yeah. People, you got people I tell you this like this stuff, it's stuff. You teach me a lot today too.
Yeah.
You teach me a real lot. You teach me a lot. You understand? Yeah, learn. The short time you dwelling, I learn a lot. I learn a lot.
That's it, man. Each one teach one, you know?
Yeah. And you don't know, this is Blunt and Chill, today's Eat and Chill. You understand? Blunt and Chill / Eat and Chill. Give thanks to Sweet Elegant. Sweet Elegant every Saturday, karaoke right here, son. You understand? Every Saturday you come through. If you don't want karaoke, come in this is a private room we're in right now. This room is so cool. Nice. Telling you. You understand? So thanks to the supporters, thanks to everybody you don't know, follow on YouTube, Powerlink Entertainment. Yeah, follow on YouTube, on TikTok, Powerlink Entertainment. On Instagram, Powerlink Entertainment. You see? Right across the board, our social platform, check out Powerlink Entertainment. Enough respect to Nest Media. You understand? Enough respect to Nest Media for catching the whole scene and make sure everything alright. You understand? So, enough respect to Nest Media. Yeah. Pauline family saying see you till next time.